Today we're going to be taking a look at how to use a checklist as a guide when you want to look back at your writing and think, in what ways am I getting better and what's the next thing that I can work on improving? Some of you may have heard of Grace VanderWaal. She's on America's Got Talent. She's as cute as button, and she is your age writing her own music. She is somebody who thinks and reflects upon her writing. And I've said time and time again that a lot of times when you want to get your inspiration for writing, you cannot get that sitting in a desk. Well, I shouldn't say you can't. You cannot only get it from sitting at a desk in school. A lot of the times, and if you listen to Grace, she'll write under her bed, she's outside, she gets her inspiration and it strikes her at any moment, okay? But one of the things she does is she sets goals for herself as a writer. You were to have read this student mentor text. It's Look Up and Watch the Show. And we're going to set goals for ourselves in using this 6th grade checklist, but we're only going to focus on the lead, transitions, and elaboration for today. Okay? So in the end, you are going to be, I'll show you your end goals so you can kind of see. You are setting goals for lead, transitions, and elaboration. Okay, and we're going to pick apart this checklist to guide us and how it should look like. In the end, this is what we want to have, okay? We want to have several goals for a lead, several goals for transitions and elaboration. You may end up only having 1 or 2 for each, but I think that this is a good starting point, okay? So let's take a look at Look Up and Watch the Show. We'll do the lead together and pick apart looking at, we'll say this is how you would do this if this were your paper, okay? And how you would pick that apart. So first of all, it says, I walked up the stairs of the subway. We were almost there. I had been waiting to see this my whole life. 5 years before this, I had been asking, Mom, can I go see the fireworks? My mom always replied, no, honey, maybe next year. Dad, can I go to the fireworks? All my friends have. You are too young and it's too late. This went on for the next 5 years. Okay, so let's take a look at what a lead should have. It should set the plot in motion, but hint at a larger meaning the story would convey. Okay, do you feel that she sets the plot in motion? Yes, I think she does. I think she does set that plot in motion. I can tell that there's going to be a deeper meaning because this is something that she's been wanting to see for a long time. Does it introduce a problem? Sure. She introduces the problem of not being able to see the lights and her parents won't let her. Does it set the stage for a lesson that would be learned? As we've already said, I think, yes, she's going to say that, which later on, you do find out later that she does set the stage for a lesson to be learned, okay? Does she show how the characters relate to the setting in a way that matters? So here's what that means. Do you know what type of parents that this particular person has? What kind of parents would you say they are? Are they really easygoing parents or are they more overprotective? Well, I would say that they're definitely more overprotective because of the way they don't want her to stay out late. She's not old enough. It's been a long time. So I would say her parents are a little bit, maybe not overprotective, but they have rules and boundaries for her that they want. They're just not, letting her do whatever she wants. They do have some restrictions. So we went through this checklist, and for this mentor text, she did a pretty good job. For you, and I know what a lot of kids, they struggle with developing those characters in the lead. We want to make sure that whenever you write your beginning story, that you're really making us fall in love with the characters that you want us to really fall in love with, or you're really having we get a bad taste for those characters that you don't want us to have a bad taste in. So as I said, when you look at your writing, do you do this? For this particular person, she put that she wants to write a beginning that hooks the audience. Okay, and she feels like this particular person wants to put a goal that she needs to introduce the problem. And after looking at Look Up, Watch the Show, and then looking at her mentor text, she realizes that she needs to write a beginning that shows that there's going to be a lesson to be learned. Okay, so in the end, what you're going to do is, this is a great example of a mentor text. Okay, she does a good job with transitions and her elaboration. is really great. And so you need to now look at your paper and pick apart your lead and your transitions and your elaboration. And then when you look at the specific things off the sixth grade checklist, think to yourself, do I do these things? Remember, the big thing about this unit is that you're trying to hint at that universal theme, that deeper meaning of your story. And do you do that in your elaboration and your lead? Do your transitions? Do you signal to your readers when you want to change when you are changing your mood or your tone, or you're changing the time in the story? Okay, so once again, the end product, this is kind of a template for you to follow. The end product should look something like this, where you have several goals listed out. This should go into your Google Docs, or it should go on paper pencil, and you can take a picture of it and then put it into Google Docs. But that is your choice. All right, can't wait to see your goals and get to work. Thank you.